Another big day for UnFollowVic.
Woo! Yep.
Yeah. What are you prepping for the hardcore contest?
Oh man, I can't wait to do something like that.
Yeah, I can see you doing some hardcore contests in the future.
You look very studious today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
You look like an English major / Guido / you're about to celebrate your 40th birthday.
This is my I'm in between classes, so let's do a show real quick. Glasses.
Oh, nice. So what? Your professor's gonna ask you to like, hey, just do a quick check-in, and you're like, how are you? I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll fucking snap my neck over to the left to another screen and just be like, hey, I'm here still.
That would.
You forget how I got a B+ in calculus?
I forget all that.
I could see the sores in your mouth. You don't have to.
Yeah.
No, I was potting. I was sitting here potting and simultaneously taking a calculus class.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, but these glasses are like important these days. 2020. If you're not blocking blue light, you're looking at eyeball and brain cancer. I think.
Jack, how you doing?
Sunshine and palm trees, my friend.
Again, he fucks it up.
Sunshine
Beautiful.
and palm trees.
I love the background. What do you got there? Is that a painting?
Actually, I wanted it to be a painting, but it's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. Did you do it or you bought it like is?
It was just one of the puzzles I found in Amanda's pile of puzzles that were already. She does the puzzles. I don't have the patience. I just hang them up.
You know that helps with Alzheimer's, right? In the future.
So does,
but I'm pretty sure you're trying to forget everything that happened to you.
Yeah, pretty much. Every day's a reset.
Good. You like that guy, like that goes to a job and every day's their first day.
Yeah.
It's like how many times did we tell you to just take out the trash and just bring it in the back, and you still forget.
Yeah, and you work at sanitation.
Yeah, exactly. Victor, my man, how we doing?
Doing good. Hanging in there.
No slogan yet? We're still sloganist?
I don't have a slogan. Yeah, I think I'm running solo on that one. I don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
How's everything been going?
Good. Got some exciting news.
What do you got?
So I was accepted into a program with Google through school.
Oh, really?
So for the next 8 months, I will have assignments from Google and a mentor from Google, like a one-on-one mentorship through a Google engineer.
Money.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not even doing this for the money at all, actually, but it could potentially lead to an internship.
That's good.
So it's a big life decision for me because an internship is earning zero income.
Then maybe you want to catch this documentary on Netflix I caught, but then went straight to bed. It was too late. It's like Social Network or something. It's like the ins and outs of Google and social media.
Yeah.
How like their only job is to make sure people just stay on social media all day. Like they
so I think there's two parts to that, right? That's the people who do the business decisions, and there's the people like me who would technically support that. To me, it's just a bunch of lines on a screen. I don't really care what the purpose of it is. It's just
we'll have to watch.
Do you even code, bro?
That. Yeah. Do you even code?
I do actually. Yeah. I've been. So my last job was primarily development. So I figured
fluency,
and then I took the Columbia class for 9 months. So while I was in school, and I switched my major, and then this program came up, so I applied. I had to submit some code and a portfolio, and I got accepted. Yeah. There's 30 of us. Nice. So throughout the entire
good for you. Congrats, man. I like hearing my friends coming up in the world.
He's very successful, this guy.
It's exciting, but it's like I feel like I've taken 10 steps forward to take. I'm going to be taking now 10 steps backwards so I can go 100 steps forward.
There you go.
Don't get me wrong. I am very comfortable. I have a very successful career now. I'm actually building a bank, right? Not any 30-year-old can say that. I work actually in the only startup bank in New York for the past 20 years.
It's amazing.
But
no, that's
not where I want to be.
I could have never fucking done something like
that. Hey, look, sometimes you got to give up something good to get something great.
That's right.
Yep.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Exactly. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
All right. So those of you that know, I had an interview last week, and now I have an interview this week that I think it's going to be great. I got a metal fucking guitarist in today, Vince Scotti from America's Deathbed. Vin, introduce yourself. What's up?
Hi, my name is Vince Scotti. Yeah.
All right, we'll hook it all up. You hear me good?
Lower.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
What's going on?
I don't hear you. Oh, here we go. That's why, because I had you on mute.
Oh, that's right.
I'm a fucking.
What's going on?
I'm an idiot. Still working.
We're doing
at this.
good.
I'm doing good, man. How you been?
I'm good.
How's those hands? How's those magic hands, man?
They're good. I'm keeping them on ice.
That's it. And without those hands, you got nothing, right?
I
Keeps
would
his
be
hands.
nothing.
I've always wondered, like you see a lot of these guitarists, and so you're a guitarist for the band America's Deathbed.
Yes.
You also been a guitarist for other bands that I previously remember. Usurp the King.
Mm-hmm.
But like your hands they're like everything. They could potentially be million moneymakers' hands.
I know. Like, I should get like an insurance policy
You should.
and then like break my hand.
Ooh.
And
You could do
cash
that.
in.
There you go. You know,
That's
everyone
gotta do
hears this,
something.
right? No, I'm kidding. We only have like 100 listeners. But no, what I was gonna say is that, like, do you do anything like with your hands working wise? Like, you don't build engines and stuff, right? Like, you can't risk the type of possibly injuring your hand.
Well, I mean, when I was younger, I used to work at, I worked at many supermarkets and I worked in the deli section. So that was definitely really
Oh, the
dangerous.
slicer.
Yeah.
Slicing the meat.
Shit, let me get that's crazy.
So, but I mean, now I don't. So like, I went to law school, so I'll have a job where I don't have to touch things.
No, just
Just
a pen.
paper.
Put your Hancock on
Just
things.
gotta watch out for like bad paper cuts.
Listen, bad paper cuts can go a long way. They
Yeah.
can hurt.
I can get infected.
Do you have a lot of calluses?
They like come and go. So, I mean, I've been playing for a long time, so there will be like periods of time now where like I'm not playing like crazy. When I first started playing when I was younger and when I had, a lot of time,
Yeah.
sometimes I would play for like 4 or 5 hours a day, but like I haven't played that long in years. But I mean, if I go through a period where I have a lot of free time and I'm playing like a couple hours every day.
How long have you
They'll
been
build
playing
up.
for? I mean, what age did you even pick up your first guitar?
I started playing the guitar, I think, when I was 16 or 17. I was
Okay, so
I was
a little
junior.
later.
Yeah, definitely later than like a lot of people, like when you hear stories about like people like Eddie Van Halen or like the guy from Pantera, Dimebag Darrell, like a lot of people started really early. So I kind of got like a later start. A little bit before that, I tried to play drums and I wasn't that good.
Well, I was going to ask you, was that the first instrument you ever played was drums?
Drums were the first instrument that I
Yeah.
played besides like school recorder.
Yeah. I'm just going to move that wind mic because I hear like a little bit of
Like that.
like a slurpy thing.
Yeah.
You chewing on something over there?
No.
No? All right.
I have really bad allergies in September, so
Oh, all right. You on anything like clarinet or anything?
yeah.
I get it.
I got a perverted question.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
It's got to do. I mean, of course, coming from me, it's going to be perverted. But all that guitar playing got to do something for your finger banging skills.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been told you're like a rock star on the finger banging skills?
Yes.
That's good.
Nice.
You never heard the
I'm
word.
gonna start
no.
practicing.
I picked up. I
Jack,
bought
start with bass.
I bought an acoustic guitar and
Yeah.
I played it for about 2-3 weeks, and my fingers needed to get callous to actually hit some notes. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, like it's harder to push down the strings on the acoustic guitar. And I mean, the strings that you're going to have on the acoustic guitar are going to be thicker too, usually. So like the thicker that it is, the harder that it is to press down.
Really?
And I feel like you build up calluses more like if you're doing a lot of bending on the strings. Like if you're like playing like a lot of bar chords maybe.
Yeah, I was
defi-
literally playing like 3 chords.
Yeah, so like you're probably not going to like get that much callus.
Would you
Oh,
think
he was hitting those 3 chords like a beast. You don't know.
Yeah, it was like
so you play the pussy chord?
Yeah.
That's good. No, but I mean, for real, like out of all the instruments, is guitar one of the hardest to play? I mean, and we're not talking Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. We're talking metal.
I mean, I think that like it's like a difficult instrument to get really good at if you want to get really good at it. I mean, I can't really compare because the only instruments that I've really ever tried to play seriously were the guitar and the bass and the drums. So just like the generic like rock instruments. Like I can play like a little piano, but like I could just play like stupid little melodies. But I never really tried to get good at the piano. I feel like to me, like the piano, it seems more difficult just because there's so many keys. Like there's like a lot of frets on the guitar, but you really only have like almost 50 notes on the guitar. Or like if you're playing like a full size piano, I think it's like 98.
Jesus. Yeah, so learning that could, I mean, eventually when you get the hang of something.
And I mean also like when you're playing the piano too, like if you're playing by yourself, you're basically like, if you want to compare it to like a rock band, you're kind of like playing the bass with one of your hands and you're playing like a melody, which you could.
You remember the first song you ever played on a guitar?
No.
It
was probably
like
something like Enter Sandman or something.
Oh yeah, Metallica.
A whole new world. Sometimes actually, like very recently, I started like trying to figure out the melodies to like Disney songs on the guitar to like train my ear, because that's like a part of practicing. Like,
is it? I thought you were like just ready to go to like Epstein Island and do a fucking show.
So can you read music or?
I could read music, but I was never like trained. Like I never went to music school for a long time. So like I wouldn't be able to sight read. Like if you gave me like a big ass like composition, I wouldn't be able to play it for you right now. I could like study it and figure it out on guitar, and then I would probably just memorize it on the guitar rather than read it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you can like hear, okay, this is like a G sharp or C flat or.
Yeah, some people can hear it. I mean, I'm not sure if I would be able to all the time, but like if I have a guitar in my hand, then I could figure it out, because you just keep listening to it and you just compare the notes until you find the right note. And usually if you're like trying to like transcribe something like that yourself, once you have like that first note, it's kind of easy, because when you hear like the next note, like you hear how far away it is, and like you can tell like I'm not gonna like go like deep into music theory, but like you could tell if the note is close to the note that was just played, and then you can also tell it usually like if it's like going up like a third, and you know that it's like about that far away, you definitely will be able to tell if it was a minor third or a major third, because the major sounds like happy and like the minor is always gonna sound more like sad.
Yeah.
So you're from. What's up with Jack?
No, I was gonna say, you know what that's reminding me of? There was this movie called Whiplash. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it had to do a lot about drums.
Yeah.
And I like at the beginning of the movie, I was like, why is this guy getting on this little, like he was like, oh, that's, a quarter or an eighth. Like he was using terminology that I didn't know. But then he was saying how he was either playing too slow or too fast, and you start listening and you're like, oh, wow. Like you really gotta fucking listen to notice that he's going a little too fast or a little too slow, or you know what I mean? But it's things that I guess
kind
you
of
can
like
only
build an ear for it eventually.
Yeah.
So you're from Queens, right? Born and raised, or have you lived anywhere else?
Born and raised.
Born and raised a Queens kid, just like we're all born and raised Queens kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. But, so you pick up this guitar, and you said you previously played drums. But once you started, I guess, fucking around with the guitar, everything just started to make sense in your life, or?
So like the progression went like this. I think I really just started to play drums. I like to write like lyrics when I was younger, and like I was starting to get into heavy music, and my brother and one of his friends both had guitars, so we wanted to start a band, so we needed a drummer. So I was like, all right, I'll play drums and like contribute in like other ways. And like I was actually pretty bad at the drums, like I'm still pretty bad at the drums too. So, but we still played, and we took like our like Talk Boy, and we would record all the songs that we had playing on like my drum set and like 2 acoustic guitars, and it was terrible, but we were like the 8th grade, or like my brother was like a couple years younger than me. That was actually with Steve, from Usurp the King.
Yep, I
that's
remember
crazy.
Steve. And that's how I met you.
Talk Boy.
So I ended up meeting Steve like a night weird night. I'm not gonna get into it. Steve Drizz's shout out. I met him, and then all of a sudden, we started talking. He goes, "Hey, you should come check my band out and all that." Blah blah blah, and then yeah, that's where I guess I was at the Black Dawn. I don't know what fucking year it was or whatever, but that's the first time I heard you guys, and I was like, holy shit, because in the beginning, I understand, like me, I'm like, all right, I like metal, I love rock. I just started getting into it probably at the age of like 14, 15, maybe a little older, 17, 18, and then all of a sudden, that's the music. Like I love metal. And like I seen you guys play, and it was just like, holy shit! Like this is awesome. This is like the best $30 I've ever spent in my life.
That band was like always funny to me because like that was like so far after like what I was just talking about when I was playing the drums. But to just finish that question, I realized that I sucked at the drums and I stopped, and like my brother Tom, who you also know, he started playing drums, and I like picked up the bass because like that's, you know, we also needed a bass player, I guess. So like I started playing the bass, and then I actually got like pretty good at the bass, but I was like always trying to learn how to play guitar solos on the bass, and I was like, after a while I was just like, I guess I should just play the guitar.
Yeah.
And then like that's when things started to click for me.
That was good. So you've been playing since what, 15, 16? Do you remember like what are the musics you listened to back then? Like were you like big on to like AC/DC, Metallica, Led Zeppelin?
When I first started to get into like even like remotely like rock type music, like I think like the first band that I really liked was the band Korn, and like
I know Korn.
Well, like the bands like
Slipknot.
that. Yeah, and like Slipknot. Slipknot was one of the first concerts that I ever went to when I was in like the 7th or 8th grade, actually.
Yeah. Does anyone else remember their first concert? I was with Jack when I went to my first concert. I mean, I think it's a little embarrassing, but I mean, they were good. I went to a Shinedown concert. Remember you and Amanda brought me there?
Yeah.
And I was all skeptic. I'm like, I don't want to go to a fucking concert. Fuck that. He's like, come on, it's Shinedown. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I went there and I had a good time.
It was on 420, actually.
It was on 420, yeah? Oh, shit.
It was on, yeah. The room got really cloudy.
You ever been to a concert, Victor?
Yeah, I went to a lot of concerts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now I've been to, but you remember like your first, was it like a weird concert? Like
my first concert, I was 19, but I was there for free. Because remember, I used to work at a record label.
Yeah, that's right.
Intern at a record label.
Yeah. When I went to that first concert, I was psyched. It was like, I think it was 8th grade.
Who was it again?
It was like it was during like one of the Ozfest tours.
Okay.
So like maybe
where at, in Jersey?
No, it was in Wantagh at Jones Beach.
Oh, okay.
And I guess like 5 or 6 of the bands that were playing. Like when you do a tour like that, you're not playing every single day. So sometimes like, you know, your band maybe just by yourself, or with other bands you might play like another like gig at like a club, or if you can get into like a bigger venue like that, you might do that. So it was like during the Ozfest tour, and it was called, I think, like the Day Off Fest or something. And it was the band Mudvayne, Disturbed, Linkin Park, Papa Roach, Slipknot, and I think Marilyn Manson was headlining this thing.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah. And my friend in school, he had like, this was his graduation present. So he had 3 tickets. So his dad was going to go and take him and a friend. And he was going to take my other friend, Mike. And I knew this. And like, I spent about 2 weeks, like slowly talking this kid, Kevin, out of taking Mike. I'm like, you know, like Mike doesn't even really like those bands that much. Like, you should just take me. And then eventually he's like, all right, I guess I'll take you.
Yeah, but that's a lineup. That's a lineup and a half.
Yeah, and I was like fucking psyched too, because that was like my first concert, and there were like a lot of bands that at the time I really liked. I still like Slipknot a lot, actually. They're good.
So I had a kind of like a weird question, but I feel like it's good. Like, so when you growing up, obviously you're playing music, you're in a band. Did like any of you guys ever like talk about what you guys are gonna wear? Because, you know, back in the 80s, guys were dressing up like girls and wearing spandex and all that, but you guys were nowhere going near that route. We're trying to bring back the 80s and the
we were never like a hair metal band, so not really. I mean, in like some of the bands that I was in, if we did like music videos or something, like we would try to coordinate. Like usually we just wear black or something.
Yeah.
But there was never.
Black seems to be the metal color.
Yeah.
I love black too.
But there. I don't think I've ever been in a band where like we were like, oh, we have to dress this way. Except for like in the band that I'm in now. One time we played some show and the band that was headlining was calling it had like some weird name for it. They were calling it like something ball, and I was like, oh, it's a ball. We should all wear like white shirts and black ties. So we did
really?
that. So that was kind of funny. And it was like surprising because a lot of people came up to us and they're like, "Oh, is that like your thing, man? Like, is that like your shtick?" And I was like, "No,
No, just for today."
But it actually went over well, and I kind of tried to get the band to do it again, but they weren't really into it. It was funny too. Like our singer looked like a Mormon.
Yeah, from Utah.
Yeah.
Speaking
From
of Utah,
Salt Lake
shout
City.
out to I got 2 birthday shout outs, Megan and Gina. Megan's from Utah, Gina's from Long Island. Shout out to you guys. And then I have 2 friends that are dying to hear this show. Jimmy Potter and Joshua Sweeney. They're my military friends. When I was in the military, we would go to fucking concerts, metal concerts, and it would always be with them, and it was awesome. So shout out to them, my little Texas boys out there. But yeah.
Well, happy birthday. I hope all your wildest dreams come true.
Yeah.
So is it true sex, drugs, and rock and roll? I mean,
Not really in the type of music that
Not all at once, at
I've been
least?
playing. I mean, I've had band members that like I would call drug addicts.
yeah.
And what are the other 2 things? Sex,
Drugs and rock and roll.
Well, I guess like rock and roll, yeah. It's more like metal.
Yeah.
I mean, they like in like this type of music, like in like thrash metal and death metal, not really like.
well, before you get into that, how many things of metal are there? Like, there's like dark metal, black metal, thrash metal. Like, what's your band?
I would say like we're like thrash metal,
Yeah.
like kind of like Megadeth or Slayer.
I fucking Megadeth's. I've been to a Slayer concert, but I mean, I'm a big fan of Slayer, but obviously Lamb of God was opening up for them, and you know me, I'm a huge Lamb of God fan.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I still to this day can't imagine why Chris Adler's not there no more, but I'm sure it's for a good reason. Who also played with Megadeth.
Yeah,
I have a snare drum signed by him when he played with Megadeth.
yeah. I saw that tour.
I find the double kick drum amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Like how fast they can actually go with
Yeah,
the kick.
man. And I'm telling you, fucking YouTube, Chris Adler descending.
I watch a lot of people doing like drum covers. Yeah,
But this guy's amazing, man.
I love when people do the drum covers with dubstep.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do a good job at that.
that's pretty tough too, because that's like a computer synth, right?
Sort
Like
of, yeah. I
dubstep,
mean,
it's kind of like made.
so Skrillex was he had a band before he was a dubstep artist.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know he had friends.
yeah. I think did we see Skrillex when we went to Vegas?
we did. Yeah,
He happened to be there. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah,
know
he
who the
DJ'd at
fuck he
Encore.
was. You did.
Skrillex is awesome.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
I'm a big fan.
Really?
I'm a big dubstep fan.
Yeah. So, well, like, what's who's your favorite guitarist? I mean, I know you can mention a couple, but who's like been your all time little idol?
I think probably my all-time favorite, and like it changes a lot, but I think like the constant for at least like the past 10 years probably is this guy Marty Friedman, who
Megadeth.
yeah, so mostly like people would know him from like Megadeth fame, which like not like a household name, but you know, if you listen to metal, you know who Megadeth is. So he played with them from like 1990, I think, to like 2000. But he came from like, you know, he did like a solo album with this guy Jason Becker, and he was known like in like smaller circles. But then when he came to Megadeth, like that's when people kind of found out who he was, like on a larger scale. So he's definitely my favorite. I just like everything about how he plays, and he's like a weird guy too, because like he wound up moving to Japan. Like he was very into Japanese culture. I mean, not that I am, but
Well, a lot of white people love that shit.
so
Just
he,
the porn.
so he loved it.
Jack just likes some porn.
Somebody did that. Some other rock artist did that. He lived in Japan for like 10 years.
Really?
And this dude is like, he's like a celebrity there now. He was supposed to play at the Olympics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
How present is that genre now?
Metal.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like metal. Are they still like?
I mean, if you talk to people that are into metal, I mean, it's just metal.
Are there still like new bands coming out? Is there like a
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
music Friday for metal tracks?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's still present.
Like, to be
Yeah.
honest, I mean, I'm not to shit on all the other type of artists and music out there, but I mean, you look at like, all right, hip hop, I get it. It's like a poetry. I mean, today's hip hop, I don't know what the fuck
it's
it is.
terrible now.
It's terrible. Like, but you look at like people in heavy rock or metal. These are people playing the music.
Well, they're into the art.
instruments.
Yeah, they're into the
It's
art.
right?
Right?
Like an art.
Yeah.
It's like a hair down under an orchestra.
That's
Because
why-
an orchestra is very strict. Everything's by a note. So
I
you
think-
wouldn't do good in the orchestra world because I think you have to read like all the notes. Like you have to be on point for everything. Where metal is more loose. You could, you free for all. You got your solo that I'm going to play in a little bit from that song, and then I want to,
That's like jazz, right? Yeah. That's how jazz.
Well,
kind of
I would if I wanted to like compare it to another genre, I would compare it to jazz. Maybe they're both like really really complex. At least like certain types. Like you could also have like really like smooth, easy listening jazz, and like I mean I don't really
like
I don't really
the
think
blues
that's
jazz,
stuff. But,
like the
like bebop jazz or like gypsy jazz. Like those guys are ridiculous. Like
yeah.
like Pat
Well,
Martino.
real quick, I want everyone to hear this solo. This is from Crashland. You guys have that out yet, or this is like a exclusive?
we don't have no. It's an exclusive. So
Oh, so this is gonna be
Oh.
on the podcast.
yeah,
Oh,
this
we got-
isn't even completely mixed. But
And
like
you spoke
we're-
to your members. We're all good here. I'm not gonna be searched.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna play the solo now. Then I'll play the whole song towards the end. But here's a solo from Vince Scotti here on the song called Crashland from America's Deathbed. It's coming up. Fucking
Ooh.
dude,
What is the tempo?
I gotta go
When's-
how many?
change my underwear.
No, to be honest,
I'm
when
not sure.
When you finger bang a girl, she's orgasm about what 2 or 3 times per minute. No question. Are you single or taken? Just for the record, so anyone that's
No, I
listening
have
to-
a girlfriend.
He wants to know
I
for
know you
personal
have a
reasons.
girlfriend. You have a
She's a
beautiful
very
girl.
very nice, beautiful girl.
I met her, Grace. Right?
Yes.
She always supports you. I always see her at the shows. Great.
Yeah.
Soft spoken.
Yeah. It's
Shout out
fun.
to
It's funny
Grace.
too because like it's not the type of music that she would probably listen to. But
Really? But that's
Nah.
good then, in a
Yeah.
way. Because you want someone that's not really almost into everything you do, because then it's kind of like, then,
Yeah.
like she's not a groupie, put it that way.
yeah.
It's not like someone that knows about the industry and like, oh, she'll hop from you to another guy, to another guitarist, to a drummer this week, to a vocalist next week. That's pretty
Right.
good.
Well,
then.
it's nice to have your own thing in a relationship. But
Yeah.
back to that solo, it's interesting
I want to
because
talk about that solo.
yeah, for one, it was
Want me to play it
amazing.
again?
Yeah, well, I think we should play it again.
All right, one more time.
Play it
I'll
again.
again.
Yeah.
There we go. Make sure I got it right over here. I don't want to play any fucking. That's not it.
This is so cool.
No, I'm kidding. Oh my god, I love it.
You know, honestly, this is kind of one of the reasons why, for one, interviewing a musician is amazing because you seem to like be a very reserved person, very
Right.
calm, very soft spoken. When you hear your music, it's like I can't listen. I picture you playing that because it seems like that's your outlet,
I know it's
and
funny, right?
and that's an amazing thing, and it's awesome. It really is.
I,
because it's-
I feel like the way that I play is like the opposite of my personality.
yeah, and I
some
think that's
people
great.
think metal
I
is
mean-
like an angry, demonic, fucking. That's not what it is at all. So
Oh, that
like,
didn't sound like frolicking through a fucking field either.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
it's
but
amazing
still,
though, because like,
you don't have to be angry to come up with something like that, right? That can just come from the tip
no,
of your head.
it has to have emotion. I mean, I can't speak for you. But
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't
that
have
has
emotion, but
That
you don't
has-
have to be thinking about fucking mowing down a school, a children in
No,
a schoolyard
that's-
type thing. That's what some people have perception about. Like metal's only for fucking devil worship.
It's a stereotype.
It is.
No, that was definitely great.
Yeah.
I
So how did you
fucking
come up
enjoyed
with
the
that?
shit out of that?
So
Yeah.
so that song, the other guitar player in my band actually wrote that song, but I wrote that solo, obviously.
Of course.
So how did I come up with it? Like,
What's the inspiration? Yeah.
Put it this way: do you listen to the vocals and every other instrumental and then come up with it, or is it something you already came up with and said, "All right, this is gonna fit for this song"?
well, yeah, it's like like the whole song, and then like, I mean, really though, it's like even simpler. It's just like what like that riff or those chords that you're playing over. So, like when I'm writing something like that, like I'm very like aware of what the other guy is playing underneath it, and in that solo in particular, like more than like a lot of stuff that I've done, like I'm like paying like extremely close attention to what's going on. So like, you know, I'm playing to those chords, and that's like a thing that like I picked up from the guy that I mentioned before, Marty Friedman, when I was watching like an instruction video one time, and he was talking about like playing to the chords. Like you want to hit a lot of the notes that are in the chord. So if you're playing in like the key of like A minor or something, and you're playing over an A minor chord,
You're speaking
like,
Turkish. To
it's
me
like
right
an
now.
so
Yeah.
so the chord is constructed in thirds. So you have A, C, and E. So you want to hit those notes because they're gonna sound good over that chord. So every chord that's being played there, and when he's like vamping on those chords, like in the background, like if you heard it, I'm like playing whatever that chord would be on that note, and that's in that scale. Like if I'm playing like the proper like mode, or if I'm just like outlining the chord, and like obviously like it's all like really fast and like crazy, but I'm hitting like a lot of those notes. So it's like a little bit of flash, but it's also paying close
bit of
attention
bang.
to like what I'm
Yeah.
playing over.
So how many shows have you done?
I don't know.
Over
A lot.
100, under 100, more than that?
Maybe like around 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't played like too much out of New York, only like a few times. So like my experience is more like here.
Can you remember like all the bands and all that you associated with? I mean, Usurp the King. Now you're playing for America's Deathbed.
So yeah, I could like the first band that I was in, and like I'm not gonna mention like the ones that like were like half-assed or like not important, but like so the first band that I
We'll
was
let
in
Wikipedia do all that.
yeah,
Fuck them.
I don't know how to hog that, people.
not really like an important mention for me, except for the fact that it was like my first like real band was a high school band, and it was with like this kid who sang, this kid Dylan, and my friend Patrick, who's like an awesome bass player. My brother played the drums, and then there's like another guy, Nick, who played rhythm guitar. And like we like I went to a Catholic high school, and
I'm sorry.
See?
and they had like a rock club, and they would put on a show every year. So I wanted to do a show, and so like we kind of like got together kind of quickly, and we played a bunch of covers. And it wasn't even really like metal. I think we played like 2 metal songs, and then we played like a few Red Hot Chili Pepper songs and stuff like that, and like just like basic rock songs. But that was fun, and like we did like a few shows after that. Like we played in my backyard and stuff. But like we were like all like wanting to play different stuff. Like me and my brother wanted to play like metal, and they did not. So that kind of like fizzled out. So I didn't do anything for a while. But
What draws you to playing metal though? Because like you obviously have your preferences. Excuse me. What is it about that specific genre of metal? What do you like more than like, let's say, just the more contemporary rock songs?
I think it's the like for playing it. I think when I first started listening, I think that it was like the aggression and like I was younger and like I thought that was cool and like, you know, like out there, like bands like
Were you
Slipknot and
into
stuff
like
that, but
like were you like for me, I'm just speaking for myself. I wasn't into metal younger age. It was more like alternative. And then I went into like kind of like regular like rock, classic rock, and then like one day
It happened in stages.
Yeah, it happened in stages is basically what I'm trying to say. Thank you, English professor.
I'm here for you.
I don't know. I think like I can't even remember, but if I wanted to guess, and I think this is a pretty good guess, I think like it went for me, like listening to stuff like, so this is not gonna like make sense until I get there, but
Go ahead.
went from like listening to like
I like turtles.
artists like like maybe like Will Smith.
Okay.
Hold on. So then like, oh, okay, like
Still
I
listen
like
to Will Smith.
I like rap music. Yeah, Will Smith is like a triple threat. He's like a great entertainer. But
Yeah.
that's besides the point. So
What's the third?
went from like that to like maybe more like aggressive hip hop like Eminem, and then like I would go over, like I didn't have cable when I was younger, so we would go over my grandmother's house and we would watch TRL. So Eminem was
Do you
on
think
TRL
maybe
all the
that's where
time.
you developed the skills,
And
like going in between 68 and 69 just to see the quick porno thing on the regular cable box? No?
Maybe.
All right.
I don't think so though.
Thought I had something there.
Nah, I mean we were like in like the family living room.
Mm-hmm.
So I went from that, and then like I would see bands like Korn, like they were on that show a lot, and then I was like, oh, this is like really cool, and I think it just went from there. But like for playing wise, I think it's just like the technical skill, because like I'm extremely narcissistic,
Yeah.
so I just want to be so good.
You're a narcissist?
Maybe. No, I'm kidding.
No, I relate to that.
But like, you know, like when you do something, like at least me, like I want to be as good as I can, and I felt like metal was, you know, a lot, at least like certain types of metal. Like I'm generalizing a lot, but there's like so many great guitar players, especially, and drummers and all that in metal. So I think that's what drew me and like kept me there. But it's hard to like pinpoint an answer for that.
Yeah. Now I wanted to get something into. I'm not saying it's 100% serious, but it does affect maybe like this whole COVID pandemic thing. So now I'm sure you and the other members, and just like us, we all have stuff we like to do to maybe de-escalate stress and all that type of stuff. And I'm pretty sure performing shows and fucking getting your name out there was one of them. But now with this pandemic, it's like you can't just go into a bar and just pack that out. Because I remember we Black Door and Gussie's. There was one in Brooklyn we went to. I loved what was the other one?
St. Vitus.
St. Vitus. I love that bar. That bar was nice. But it's like now it's like I miss those. Like I would love to go to the show with you guys or just go see a band. And now it's like fucking can't do anything nowadays. And I wonder what the fuck you guys are doing, because it's like, are you guys even in studios practicing, or you just guys do it at home? Are we doing self fucking like studio time? Like what the hell's going on there?
So my band
He's
is
hanging out in bullshit podcast rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
My band is still
Sorry.
my band is still practicing, but so like obviously we have nowhere to like play out. So we were already in the process of recording an EP, like where that clip that you just played.
Exclusively here for the first time.
Here for the first time.
Word.
So we were in the process of playing that. So when like recording that, so when like the COVID thing hit, it kind of put that on hold too, which sucked. So we were kind of waiting to either like get back into the studio to finish that, like as far as tracking went, or to like play a show. So there are no shows, but we eventually got back into the studio, and we finished up tracking. And since there's no place to play, what we decided to do was just to record all of our music at this time. And then, we'll just record everything.
So
and
it's almost like a good thing
want.
in a way, because it's almost like a NASCAR. Everyone's got to stop to fucking spare their tires and everything. So maybe you could build something on this. So now you're basically worrying about something like album-wise, creating new songs.
Yeah.
And you're not having, oh shit, we got to go perform here. So let's cut our new album, rehearse everything else. So it's almost in a good way, but at the same time, people like me, like fans, I love to go see you guys play, and fucking, I miss doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we're all like upset about it. Like so many people are, and it's like it's an outlet for definitely everybody in my band, and you know a lot of other people who play music.
Yeah, like
That's,
is there a
part
thing
of the
where you're like,
reason
all
that we
right,
do
you
it.
know what, guys, after the elections, after this start in 2021, if they're still closing down, you know what, we're gonna grab our gear, we're gonna go to a park, we're gonna hook everything up, and we're just gonna fucking play. Or is that something you don't think
we've
you
like
could do?
we've thrown ideas like that around, like playing in somebody's backyard, but
Or maybe be like, hey guys, you know what, let's fucking rent the truck and let's go to Long Island where bars are open, or Westchester, or even Connecticut, Jersey.
Remember block parties?
I think that's where you guys played once, right? You played on a block party, right? We had back then. I'm pretty sure you did.
I never
Explain it for
I
the
never
world.
Played a block
All
party.
3 people in the world what a block party is.
All right, a block party, for a case you don't understand, is when a whole block actually comes together and we close down the street and we have a barbecue and we talk. We have a DJ and I don't know, it's just a
Party on the block.
party on the block. That's
Party
it.
on the
Nothing
block.
crazy, no guns, no shooting each other, no domestic violence.
Did you ever consider kind of looking at opportunities in other states?
No, we haven't really
touched
looked
my
into that
dog.
yet. I don't know what's going on in New Jersey really. I think there are shows going on.
I
there.
hate Jersey, but I would go for a show.
Yeah, so I mean, I would. I mean, it's like like it's like a 5-person beast. So we have to get everybody to.
Yeah, coordinate.
Yeah, but to the block party, I never played a block party, but
You never played on the block, or maybe your brother did.
no,
I could have
but
sworn one of you guys were playing.
Going actually like back to your like question from way like before, about like bands. We almost played a block party with like one band that I was in. I played in like a 3-piece band with my
What's
brother.
a 3-piece blend? Like just 3 people?
3 people.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
Yeah, he figured it out. Just got to give him a little bit of time.
just like
yeah, so like
I'm a high school dropout.
me and my brother and our friend Joe, we had like a 3-piece band. This was actually more of a rock band, and we called ourselves Without Papers because we were all
Illegal
Italian,
immigrants.
and we thought it was funny, but nobody got it. Nobody got it.
I wouldn't have gotten
like
it.
people were like, oh, like that's like a funny name. What, like you smoke like your weed out of a bong? And I was like, no, like I wasn't even thinking that. It's like like the derogatory term. Nobody got it.
No one got it.
But we almost played a block party, but then somebody was like, no, it's gonna be too loud.
Yeah.
But I played in my backyard a few times with that band.
Did you?
Yeah, maybe
that's where I heard it from.
Maybe you heard me playing.
Yeah. But another question. All right. So I know your brother. You guys do the battle of the bands. It's like a charity
Really?
event for the people that were all during 9/11 and stuff, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I
Good on you.
me, like I forgot what like the foundation is called.
Yeah, I think.
But
Tunnels. What is it? Fuck. What is
I'm
it?
not sure if that's it or not.
I don't think that's
Whatever.
it.
Something
But
free you
it's-
did that
it's-
you didn't
it's-
have to
it's,
do.
It's like a charity. It's a
I
charity
think
event.
Jack's laughing at his own jokes, so no one heard him. What did you say?
I said, whatever. Something free that you did that you didn't have to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But yeah, no.
That goes a long
It's a
way.
great fucking charity too, and I know they do something for the Wounded Warriors, which I always
that's
donate.
what it is. Is the Wounded Warriors?
It is, right?
Foundation, but they
I think they do have some side charities too, and it's amazing. You guys put on a great show, and you always come in second place. But I still think it's rigged.
Yeah, I think it's rigged too.
Yeah.
that's like a different band that I'm in. That's like so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like this like covered type thing that like I do with my brother and one of his friends and actually the kid who was in the band that I was just talking about. And yeah, it's like a fun thing and it was nice, but yeah, I do think that it was rigged. We did it 2 years. So the first year, like this other band won because they had like the way that they did, I think they had like 9 or 10 bands and this is going out.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, that's not good.
They had like 9 or 10 bands and like everybody plays and then at the end of the night they give what's it called? they give you instructions on how to vote for who you want to win, and you got to like text in who you want to win. So the first time, it seemed like this other band that won was like getting like a ridiculous number of votes, and they eventually figured out afterwards that like they put I guess like a post on their Facebook or something, because they're like a real cover band. Like we really are just like four guys that like got together to play for this thing. So like this was like this real cover band, and they put something up on their Facebook like, all our fans like go like vote for us, text like whatever to this number.
Yeah, they basically give you a number and you go ahead and text.
So we were like pissed off because I believe that we would have won that year. Like, not that it really matters.
I think everyone was carrying 2 phones that day.
But
Yeah.
so the next year we did the same thing that they did, but like the people who were running it were like adamant that like, no, we're not going to let people get away with this. So I don't know why we decided to do that, but we did.
Of course,
and
the year you decided to do it.
We technically won the popular vote, but they delegated us back to second place.
You ever had any embarrassing moments?
Embarrassing moments?
I remember I seen you a couple times. I mean, it's not embarrassing, but just to start building the wings of a bird. I remember one show you were playing, and I think your amp went out. Was that something? I feel like that happened a couple times.
Was that at Gussie's?
That was one at Gussie's, and I want to say St. Vitus that happened. Vitus. I'm not 100% sure. But I remember, like, you still picked up right where, like, everyone left. Like, if that was me, that would have threw me the fuck off. Like, I probably would have slapped the guitar on the floor.
I guess I try and forget about those times.
Yeah.
But that's, like, the only thing about playing that makes me nervous is, like, technical difficulties. But
I go through that all the time. I would have about 4 shows where I had technical difficulties. Thank God I got a backup recorder, because I probably would have fucking lost my mind.
But one specific time that I remember, and it might be the time that you're talking about, or it might not be, but like in the band that I'm in now, we played at that place Gussie's, which unfortunately is closed now because of COVID forever.
That's crazy.
But we played there, and we have like this one song that has like a soft like intro, kind of like one of those like slow like clean, like almost ballady type things, like you know, like the song "Fade to Black" by Metallica.
Of course,
maybe like something like comparable to that. And the other guitar player is playing. I'm doing a guitar solo over it, and there's not a lot of drumming in it. But like what our drummer does is he uses mallets, which what a mallet is, it's like a drumstick, which like I could be slightly wrong because I'm not really a percussionist, but it's basically like it has like a muffled end.
Okay.
So it makes everything not as loud. So he plays with those in the intro to this song, and then when he's done, he just tosses them over to the side and he grabs his real drumsticks, and like we go into it and we start like thrashing away. So I was playing with like this digital amplifier that I have that I had been using then for like a little while, and it's like awesome because like you can like have presets and stuff, and you could set it to so many different ways. But the only bad thing about it is like you have to save these onto this like digital amplifier. So if you have a lot of stuff on it, it takes a while to boot up. So what happened was, I was playing and I had my amp hooked up, and like Gussie's is like an awesome place, was an awesome place, but it's not like it wasn't the most technologically advanced place. So yeah. I think where I was powered into was through like a, what do you call it again? Like a power strip.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like I hooked my amp up to like a power strip
that was hooked up to 4 other things.
No, it wasn't hooked up to anything else, but I think my pedal board. But like it has like an on and off switch, obviously, on the power strip. So my drummer's mallet that he just threw to the side somehow landed perfectly like on the power switch, and it shut it off. So that meant that my amp went off.
The amp went out.
So I'm playing for like a couple seconds, and I noticed that one of the guitars go out. So like I can't immediately tell which one it is, if it's me or the other guy. So I have to turn around, and I turn around, and like this like amp is like usually it's like all lit up when it's on, so it was off. So I was like, oh crap. So I was like, what happened? And like as I'm getting closer, like I look down and I just think like, that must have gotten hit. And
Yeah,
then I
'cause
see
it
the mallet next to like the power strip, and I'm like, oh god, it just got shut off. Okay, good. So I just like flip it back on right away. But then I'm waiting for this thing to go back on, and I'm like, this is really, really awkward. And I'm just kind of standing there, and I had my back turned, and then I just turned around and I just started to pretend to play until it came back on.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Yeah, that must suck.
Yeah, because you got to understand, they're doing it live. See, me, at least I go back and I have to edit or fucking do my thing. So you never know when I make a mistake. But for you, that's got to. But you really, I mean, if you're all drunk in there or whatever, you're not going to really, might not hear it. But if someone's like kind of like really like hard rock metal guy, they're going to be like, oh shit, you went out.
You noticed it, so.
Yeah, but I don't really get wasted or anything. I'll have a few beers just to associate. But what about you? What do you think about the girl vocalist? Because I think that shit is hot. Like, I know you got like the girl from Evanescence, which is not really metal, but if you want to get more metal, there's that girl from Flyleaf or I Wrestled a Bear Once. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're like, they're beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous girls. And then they have like the most sweetest sounds and everything, but when they start fucking meddling out, it's like, what?
Wow. Yeah. I didn't even know girls did that.
Oh, yeah. We'll check it out. Yo, you got to check that shit out.
I think it's cool because like a lot of times, like with bands like that, they can have. It's almost like you have two singers because they can do like that, like really really nice like singing voice. Yeah. Which, I mean, I think like a lot of times women have like nicer singing voices than men, and then like the girls that can do like the extremely rough vocals, like they can scream. And that's cool if they can do both of them.
And they're gorgeous.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah. So what else? So you do what do? You do tutorials on YouTube and stuff? Like I want you to get some plugs in because after this I have a game show I want to play with you guys that no one knows what I have ready. So that's gonna be fun. Actually, I'm gonna set up for that. But
yeah, so like really recently I started to try and do a YouTube series. So
okay. And what are you basically doing? You're teaching young metalheads how to get in there, or
it's not even like metal based really. It's just more like guitar based.
Like, would you have to be a beginner, or this is someone that's kind of got to know a little bit?
I try to like do some easier things, but I would say it's more like geared towards an intermediate player. But I like started doing this series and I called it Shadow Licks because I named it after my dog. And
nice.
If you YouTube me, Vince Scotti.
That's all it is, Vince Scotti?
Yeah, Scotti. It'll probably come up, and if it doesn't come up right away, if you type in Vince Scotti Shadow Licks, then it probably will come up right away.
There you go.
And I mean, I think it's cool. So.
And what about on Instagram?
So what I do is like I do the videos, and then I like write out transcriptions of what I'm playing so you could learn it, and I post that on my Instagram. So my Instagram handle is @VinceScottiGuitar.
Actually, before we get into that,
yeah,
the game show, you want to go ahead and play the whole song real quick?
Sure.
Kind of warm all us up. All right, so from the drum solo I played before, America's Deathbed, the song called Crashland, we heard Vince Scotti's solo. Now we're going to go ahead and play the whole song. So just sit down and enjoy on that.
you don't have to take it. Yeah, yeah. With each interviews, protection falling down. I can't keep falling back to the place where I keep falling down. I've crashed landed, yeah, yeah, boys. I'm gonna make a swim for it, but I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. Crash land. I see you walking down the street. You got. I know you're looking for the cure. You got. With each interviews, protection falling down. Can't keep crawling back to place where I keep falling down.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Oh.
Very
That
nice.
was a
Very nice.
Where's
mean-
that coming from?
Oh, that's I have 500 people in the back listening.
I didn't even notice them.
Yeah, me neither.
I see them now.
Oh, you see dead people? Yeah, me too.
I hope
All right.
not.
First of all, I don't even know where to begin because just people that are not known. Well, I mean, you're known, but you're not like, you know what I mean? You're not like the mainstream. That's insane. And to be honest, you guys have skills that I wish I've had. Like, yeah, I've always wanted to play an instrument. If I wanted to play, it would be the drums. But if I can ever get those vocals down, that would be. Who's the guy? Who's the vocal guy?
The vocalist is this guy Kenny.
Kenny, yeah, and I met him. He's awesome. He always ends up taking his shirt off at every concert, though, right?
Yeah,
Is that his thing?
he's a little weird, but
Yeah, but
He's
that's
okay.
that fucking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna mention the band or whatever. You had a vocalist in one of your bands, and it was all right. It was good, but it all sounded the same. But whenever this guy Kenny is, because I've been to what, maybe 3 or 4 of your
New
shows
band
with
shows,
this
yeah.
band, and everything just sounds amazing.
yeah,
I appreciate that you have a really good vocalist because I can't tell you how many bands I wish I liked, but their vocalist sucks so bad.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
to me, I don't like it
Oh, we're
that
gonna
I
get
just
into
can't
that.
listen to the whole band. I can't.
yeah. I was lucky. Like he's like a really good singer. I was lucky too. Like when I played in the band Usurp the King, we had like a really great singer too. But in this band, yeah, like everybody's good, and like I like everybody in the band too. We're all like the same age too, so except for the singer, so that's nice too because we're kind of all.
Is
on
he
the same
younger or
wavelength.
older? I'm assuming younger.
The singer's younger than us.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he's got a lot of
have him around
energy,
for
man.
longer.
He's got a lot of.
Lot of energy.
Oh, is that?
Have him around for longer. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You scream like that, you're not doing that for life.
That's like
Yeah.
Motley Crue.
He's like a good singer too. Like you heard like in the background vocals, that's also him.
Yeah.
Which that was like surprising when we were recording because I was there when he did the vocal tracks too, and I wasn't expecting that at all because like you're only one person, so like you can only like sing like with one voice like when you're playing live. So I wasn't expecting him to like add anything like that, and I liked it a lot. But it sucks because now one of us has to like sing that in the background now when we play the song.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
And who's gonna be that guy?
It'll probably be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better start freshening up on those vocals. Are you good with that, or I mean, can you get there?
I don't think I'm a great singer, but I could probably sing that.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
Why not?
But it just sounds really good. But like it's like a good band. The bass player is this guy Nick, who's like out of his mind, but he's a good person.
Yeah, I know Nick.
And
well, I don't know him like that, but I know who you're talking about from the show.
He writes like a lot of lyrics, and then we also have like a solid drummer too. Very
He's
down
good.
to earth guy, Kevin.
He's really good.
And then Angelo wrote that song.
Okay.
And like Angelo also like rips on guitar. It's just, I just did the guitar solo on that song, but like he's like also like a super shredder.
Yeah.
So we're like a well-rounded band, and we all get along well. Like there might have been like bands that I've played in that were like the band that I played in before, the Unrelenting Force. That band was also really good and super tight. We had like a ridiculous drummer too. But I don't know, everything just comes around.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
I like where I'm at.
But how tight are you with your bandmates?
We hang out like
you guys would share the same bathtub water or
no? Not with all of them.
Okay.
Maybe like half of them.
Yeah, because the reason I'm asking is because my image in my head of a band is like these 4 or 5 people that know each other from when they were 5, and bands that get together later on in life. I don't know if I don't like 5 people on this planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And no one likes you, Jack, on this planet. So we're
perfect.
Yeah, so we're like pretty tight. The other guitar player and the bass player are like childhood friends, and then everyone else kind of just came in as they came in. I was like the last member to join that particular band. I played in bands though where obviously like I played in a lot of bands with my brother, so obviously I've known him my whole life.
Who's your brother? No, I'm kidding.
And
he's a great guy, man.
Yeah, I've played in like other bands with childhood friends too. So like all these guys, like I've only known them for like 2 years, but we get along pretty well, and we hang out together
all that
every
matters.
once in a while.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
No band drama, all right?
No.
Yeah. So anyway, I came up with this game. So what did I talk to you about? Maybe a little over a month ago. I was like, hey, listen, would you want to come do a show? We were trying to work out a date that worked for both of us because the whole COVID thing was still kind of new. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't know if people want to like fucking come around. So now we're here. And I finally did some touches. I'm giving myself too much credit. I don't even know if this is going to go good. So speaking of vocals, I had this idea where I take clips from people that are trying to learn how to do metal vocals, and what did we say before? Like a crazy white person, basically like a liberal screaming. So you just guys got to tell the difference. So I'm gonna play like small clips, and bear with me because I couldn't fit everything on my sound thing. So I'm gonna have to pull some from my library.
Just a disclaimer: I have no political affiliations, but I'll play along.
Yeah, no, is it metal or is it liberal?
It's too bad that my bass player is in here because
he would love it.
He's like a ridiculous like obsessed with Trump dude.
Well, listen, eventually I want to have you and all your guests on, but I want to have it in a studio where we can actually do a live performance on the podcast show.
I just want to see Nick on a podcast though.
Yeah.
Like, I would.
He's not going to come an hour late, right?
He would probably be an hour late. But like I would just love to hear what he has to say. Yeah, he's like a cartoon character.
That's good then. I like that.
So what is this game?
He
now?
likes Trump.
All right, so this game is basically I'm going to play a clip, right?
Tell him to leave his hood at home.
Hold on, let Jack do his thing because he's always going to fucking interrupt me.
So you're going to play a clip, and I have to guess if it's a musician trying to practice or a person screaming.
Yeah, it's either okay. So these clips, trust me. Listen, it took me a long time to find them. So it's either A, someone who thinks they're a metalist and they're trying, or someone that is a metalist and who is mimicking someone that who's not, or is this someone is someone like a liberal, like someone that doesn't get their way, and you know how they start screaming. So the first one's real easy. This is how it's going to be played. So I'm just going to play real quick just so we all get the hang of it. So let me see, make sure everything's working here. So real quick, you guys got to say if this is a liberal or metal?
Someone not getting their way.
I think that's an outraged person.
Jack,
Sounds
what do
like
you
Taco
think?
Tuesday. Huh?
Jack, what do you think?
I
Is
think it
that
sounds like
someone
Taco
trying to
Tuesday.
learn? All right, Jack, are you going to play the fucking game or are you going to fucking...
All right, metal. No.
You think it's metal?
Metal.
All right,
I'm going to say
good.
metal.
So Jack said metal. You two say
Non-metal.
outrageous white person.
Just outrageous person.
All right, yeah. Well, the person was white. So this is free. These points don't count. So I'm gonna actually play the whole thing. So this is from when Trump was elected.
Never anywhere the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald
Are they screaming no?
I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck she's screaming.
I think they're saying.
I just
no-
hear angels singing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this sounds demonic.
Oh yeah. So hopefully I can
Tomato,
fool you
tomato.
guys. So hopefully I can fool you guys on this. All right, so I have it set it up. Ready? So just to be fair, I think Vinny will have the advantage. I'm going to make him go last. So I'm going to make Jack and Victor go first and second. And hold your question because I think you're pretty much going to get all of them right. I hope I can fool you on one. If I can fool you on one, I did my job.
All right.
And don't go too hard into it. Make the show look good. No, I'm kidding.
Do a game show music or?
Oh, yeah, fuck that. What am I doing over here? And welcome to the game on UnFollowVic. Here with Vince Scotti from America's Deathbed, Victor, of course, and the guy from California, Jack,
Thank
right?
you. Thank you.
Let's welcome. All right. Today's game is going to be, is it metal or is it an outraged person? And if you want to be unpolitically correct, a liberal.
All right.
We get the point.
right.
We get the point. All right. So I'm going to play the first clip. Jack, you're going to go ahead. What do I have here? I have, I think, 8 of them. Let's see how many people can get right.
All right.
All right. You listening? I'm only going to play it once. I'll play it twice.
We're
Ready?
going to end up playing it 3 times, but
All
fuck
right,
it. Who's counting?
Go ahead. You want me to play it again?
Play that
Yeah.
one again.
Now, do you think that's someone trying to do a metal vocal, or you think that's someone that cannot get their way?
I wanna say that's somebody trying to be metal again.
So Jack says metal. Victor?
Metal or more?
I guess a liberal.
A liberal? Sounds good. Vince?
I'm gonna say that's a metal person. I think they're trying to like poorly do the Angel of Death Slayer scream.
All right. So, actually, I forgot what the fuck it is.
Oh,
So let's go ahead and hear it for your own. Here's the full clip.
Do you think screaming into the sky makes your side look good?
Screaming into the sky makes our side look fun.
Fun?
Yeah. it's
Funny?
All right, so,
I'd
yeah,
say
that was
that
actually a
man.
liberal.
Point for me.
So, 1
Damn.
point for Victor over here.
Good job, Victor.
Good job.
Good call.
I got money on Victor. No, I'm kidding. All right, hold on. All right, I'm going to play number 2. Everyone ready? Jack, you're going to just go first just to make everything...
Go faster. Yeah, go.
Yeah. I'll play it one more time. Is that metal or liberal?
That's liberal.
That's liberal.
100%.
All right.
There's no way that's even an
Jack
attempt.
says liberal. Victor?
I feel like I hear a drum or something in the back. I'll say metal.
You'll say metal?
Yeah.
Could you play it one more time for me?
Of course.
It sounds like my dad taking a shit.
Yeah, the hard one.
Those suck.
The one from after Thanksgiving.
I really don't know, but I'm gonna say metal again.
You're going to say metal again. All right, I think Jack's the only one that got this right. It's actually liberal. So here's from...
Are they?
Shit, I did a good game. I
Are
love
they
it.
all?
No. Listen, they're all curveballs. I'm not telling you which one's which or which one's not. So here's the actual clip from this one.
You feel better? Somewhat. You want a pacifier?
He goes, you feel better? You want a pacifier?
Honestly, I thought you just recorded yourself orgasming, but
All right, so Jack got that one. All right, so
1-1.
1-1-0. Come on, Vince. Metal band. Let's go. Nah, this was supposed to be hard. So, all right.
It is hard.
Good.
I'm shooting in the dark over here.
Fucking great. And you're you got out of the closet, so that's good.
Yeah.
Jack has his own office now. He's upgraded. All right. Here's number 3. You want to play it again?
No.
I'll play it again.
Oof. That doesn't even sound human. I'm gonna go with metal.
Yeah, it sounds like
I can hear the
Jack, what do you
entitlement
got?
in that scream. It's somebody not getting their way.
So you going liberal?
Yeah.
Jack goes liberal. Vic?
Metal.
Victor? Metal?
metal.
Vince, metal. All right, so Victor and Vince, you got that right. That is metal. So he's actually a good. Yeah, he's actually pretty good. I watched the YouTube video of him, and he was basically just trying to introduce on how to like work on your highs or something. So it's like a technique. So here we go. This is he did this like during class. It was pretty awesome actually. I watched the whole video.
Really, really dangerous. And if you're not doing it right, you can seriously mess yourself up. So this is what it sounds like.
Oh my god!
You're breathing in when you're doing it.
What?
Yeah.
That's non-human.
That is non-human, but it's like a practice technique. Hey, listen, we're not all vocalists here.
Sounds like a
Maybe-
dubstep track.
Yeah. So what do we got here? So you're on the board, Vince. We got Victor got 2, Jack got 1, and you got 1. So it's anybody's game here, folks. It's anybody's game here.
What are we playing for?
A shot. I don't know. What are
A
we
gift
playing
card
for?
to Walmart. And
How
Applebee's.
about this? How about this?
How about this?
If
You'll get 1 extra UnFollowVic sticker and 1 extra pin.
Wait, you're not going to give out the gift card to Ruby Tuesdays?
What the fuck? I don't even know what. Nah, Ruby Tuesday is still a thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a Rolling Stone song?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I mean, if my guys win, they get nothing. If you win, I'll
Whoa,
figure it out.
whoa. This is supposed to be an equal opportunity employer.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh, my gift card.
you guys get to be on the next show. How
Yeah,
about that?
all right.
Sounds good.
fair enough.
What am I fucking made out of money here?
I want my Ruby Tuesdays gift card.
Yeah. All right. All right. Here we go. You want that? You want that? Oh, this is the thing. I haven't been to a Fridays and all that because now I'm bougie now and I actually go out to eat. But, I love that. I used to go to Chili's.
Everyone just got offended.
I like to go to Chili's sometimes and get the artichoke dip. Oh
Yeah. So you know how you get around that?
what?
So since you're too embarrassed to go there, you just order it.
Order it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, dine out.
There's nothing wrong with the spicy chili.
I don't think I could sit there.
the
at this
Chili's, that
age.
chicken.
I
What
can't
is
believe
that
I used to
chicken?
take people there on dates. Like,
Chili's,
come on.
yeah.
I mean, you do that when you're 18. I don't know if I could do that now in my middle 30s. But anyway, let's continue.
I
with
think
this.
so.
what do you
People
think-
Still do that.
Yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
about the 30-year-olds that are there?
I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I'm saying like
What
if,
do you say about us?
not your first date. Yeah. Not your first. I wouldn't go there for if you're really trying to impress someone. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Are you kidding me? Anniversary dates? That's the Olive Garden, baby. Olive Garden.
Jack is definitely the bottomless barrel.
Well,
Jack.
Jack, he probably doesn't have a
breadsticks.
choice though.
No. I'm not saying. Look, hey, listen. There's also decent restaurants you can still go to that is the same price. You can go to like a Tex-Mex, like on Austin Street, for instance. They have Chili's.
I don't
then
mean-
they have 5 boroughs.
No,
it's
no,
the same price.
Well, $5 is better, but I mean, I just think the availability. But let's not digress.
Come on. Here we go. We're on a game show.
It's
over here.
2-1-1. Let's go.
All right. Jack got 1. Victor got 2. Vince got 1. Here we go. Number 4.
Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
That's pretty easy.
All right. So is this a guy at a protest trying to yell in someone's ear, or is this someone who's metal as fuck?
I'm gonna go with metal. That's
Hold on, Jack first. What do you got?
That's a good one. Again, I'm gonna say protester.
A protester?
Yeah.
metal.
Victor?
Metal.
Metal.
Of course, it's fucking metal.
Yeah, exactly. You hear it. I
Jack.
can actually hear it in the song.
I've heard some weird shit come out of weird
I might have
people's
played
faces.
the wrong clip. I don't know. Let's see. Let's find that. So, 1, 3, and 2. So Jack got 1, Victor got 3, and Vince got 2. So now you're in second place. You're catching up. But here's the full clip of that.
Nice.
Go, hey, hey! And we're gonna get progressively rougher, so just follow me. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
Sounds like a protester.
And that's a false chord scream.
That's actually hard to do. I mean,
Do you lose your voice after that?
no fucking idea, man. No idea. All right, we're on number 5.
There are techniques that people do. I actually had like a technique DVD that I gave to my singer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna watch it, but I never did.
Like
Let me borrow that DVD if it's still a thing in this world.
I feel like I'd be mad
I would
thirsty.
love to learn. If I could
So
do
do
vocals, I don't think I could ever. I'm not saying vocals is easy because you have to listen. That don't hurt people that are professionally singers. They're using their diaphragm. You're not using your throat, from what I hear. So like, it's actually pretty natural once you get the hang of it. But getting to that point is a little crazy. Jack knows it, but the other way around, right, Jack?
Yeah. I'm all throat.
Yeah.
No diaphragm.
All right, so we're going to go to number 5 here. This is the 5th one. So just for everyone that's actually paying attention, Jack still got 1 point. I don't even know how the last one he said liberal, but whatever. Victor 3, Vince 2. All right, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going on number 5. Here we go. One more time. We'll play it one more time. Is that someone trying to be metal? Or is that a liberal?
Jack?
Jack? Just for the record, you went metal, liberal.
Yeah.
You going
They
liberal?
all fucking sound like liberals.
All right.
What is the liberal? Oh, jeez.
Victor, what do you got?
That's metal. It's the same guy trying to teach the high frequency thing.
All right.
I think it's an outraged person. I could picture her too.
All right. Yeah. So it
She's
is an
wearing
outrage.
yellow.
I can guess the color of her hair.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is an outraged person. So now we got Jack 2, Victor 3, and Vince tied with Victor for 3. So here's the whole outraged person over here.
Oh, no. Oh, we should film
What else is going on there?
All right, so basically, I don't know what it was, but it was like someone filming someone in front of school. Like she just tore down like the garbage and just was going crazy. I don't know what anyone said anything to her, but don't mess with liberals, man. They're crazy. They won't do anything if they're alone, though. I find that fascinating. They need a group of 200 to talk. But anyway, number 6. So 2, 3, 3. Here's number 6. One more time. All right. Jack, what do we got? We got someone trying to be metal or liberal?
No, that sounds like somebody throwing a Molotov.
All right, so Jack's going liberal. Victor?
Yeah, I'm going to go the same.
All right, did we get 3 across? Or?
Molotov, yeah.
Yeah, Molotov. Right. Molotov. No, I'm kidding. You're all right. So,
yeah.
Jack, you're getting close. We got 3, 4, 4, and here's the full
Sweeping right
I
now.
wish I had the video to this because I'm trying to remember what it was.
Do you have enough clips to like tie break this?
I have no idea. No, not really. So I need one of you guys to fuck up. Unless you're all a winner. I don't know.
I hope my Ruby Tuesdays.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
now I care, and now I want Ruby.
that would be
Tuesday.
the new thing, the way we raise kids. Everyone's a winner.
Exactly.
Oh, my team went 0-14 this week. Don't worry, kid. We're taking you to get ice cream.
We're taking you to Ruby
We're going
Tuesdays.
to Hershey Park. Get the fuck out of here.
What about Ruby Tuesdays?
All right, here we go. Let me play. I don't want to lose track. So here's the full clip of the one we just heard. I'll refresh your mind. Jesus. Here we go. Yeah, so she went to like a wrong rally that day and decided, I do remember this. So she decided to scream in the middle of someone's speech because the First Amendment only works one way for these people.
Oh.
Yeah, so here we go. Oh, actually, there's another one I have here. I put a 6A and a 6B because there's another part of this that's actually pretty funny. I think it's funny. I don't know. Let me see. And then they all start screaming.
Oh man, I wish I was there.
That's the group screaming back to mock her.
Yeah, that's all the
I wish-
hillbillies and suspenders. They're like, fuck
That's
it, she's
great.
going to scream. Well, we're all going to scream.
But that's
too.
awesome. I think that's funny. That's
Yeah, I
so
love
funny.
That is funny.
Oh man, that's great. I wish I was there. I would have been like, wow.
I need one of you to fuck up. I don't want to tie. I have nothing for tiebreakers. Unless I play back from one. No, I'm kidding. All right, here we go. Number 7. Here we go. Is that someone to try to be metal or is that a liberal? One more time.
Yeah. Perfect. The cutout
Jack,
just
what
when
do you got?
Fucking hit the button.
Yeah, that's where I cut it.
I don't want to lose now.
I want you to lose. I love when you lose.
If you win this, then
if you
we're
lose,
all
I'm a
screwed.
winner.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give away that.
Jack said metal.
Ruby Tuesdays.
Victor, what do you got?
Ruby Tubies.
That's definitely someone. It's a liberal, I guess.
You think it's a liberal?
It could be anything.
Vince,
really.
what do you
It's
got?
just a
Metal
crazy
or
person.
an outraged person?
Peaceful protester.
I think it was Melania when she wakes up next to Donald Trump.
So is that metal or outrage?
No, I think it's
'Cause that
metal.
you think it's metal? All right, it's actually liberal. So we do have
Good
a winner
sign.
so far.
Good sign. It's a good sign.
What's a good sign? What are you talking about? You're
Wait,
losing.
who was it? Was it? I didn't get the.
No,
final
it's a
score.
liberal. So Victor got 5, Vince got 4, and you got 3. So you're out of it. There's no way you could win. Now the only way there can be a tie is if the next one they both fucking guess right or wrong or something. Victor needs to guess wrong and Vince needs to guess right. But here's the full clip.
This is what happens when you don't take your meds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
what happens when you're 25 and still throw tantrums.
I wouldn't know what to do if I witnessed that.
All right. I got a close one here. So, Jack, you're automatically out.
I'm
but
not gonna lie,
I still want to take
and I
your...
feel bad, but I've seen somebody jump from a building right in front of what was it, Grand Central Station?
Really? You witnessed that?
Yeah. I was on my way to work. I saw that, right? Like I saw that happen. Still not as awkward as it would have been staring at that lady scream.
Wait, when that happened, did you worry about like getting to your bus or train?
I came out of the station and there was a crowd and I didn't know why. And then all of a sudden, I guess, I don't know if they knew somebody that was going to jump or I didn't actually see the impact, but I definitely saw the body as I was late for work. I gave it a quick rubberneck glance.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Has anyone else seen like
I never saw anything like that.
Actually, Jack, you know what? You gotta cover that. There was actually a couple who decided to both jump off a building because they were going through financial struggles.
Oh,
so they died together, like almost like a Romeo and Juliet type thing.
that's sad. Kind of nice.
That is sad. It's
cute. It's kind of
That's stupid though. But anyway, all right, here we go. Jack 3, Victor 5, Vince 4. Let's see. Hopefully, I fucking did my job right here.
Oof.
I'll play it again.
Gave
is
you
this
nothing.
someone trying to be metal? Yeah, I know this one's a tough one. Is this someone trying to be metal? Or is this a liberal or outrageous white person?
Jack,
what do you got?
That sounds like a surprise anal attack.
Jeez.
No spit.
No,
You gotta use the spit,
Just
man. It's
right
free
out the
lube.
closet.
Free lube.
No,
Why buy
I'm
lube?
gonna say metal just because I already lost. So
Yeah,
fuck it.
that's fine. You're always a winner in my book, Jack.
Aw,
I wouldn't
thanks,
take you
man.
out to get.
I'm
ice
gonna
cream,
play the player right now, and I think it's metal, just because.
though. Okay, Vince.
Well, I'm gonna strategically say outraged person because I mean if I say metal then he'll still win. But
Yeah,
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're actually
Good
you're,
move,
You're
good
fucking
move.
good move.
Nice
the, only
move.
thing, the only thing about your good move is it fucks me because I got a tiebreaker now.
oh, all right.
Because it is a fucking liberal.
Maybe.
What do you
Either
mean?
that or Victor pulls ahead.
I can't. No, how? Victor
If he gets
went
it right.
metal.
I lost.
He lost. He won. So now it's 5-5. Don't worry.
Okay,
Jack's
I
an
don't
English
get numbers.
major. He's
Okay,
not a.
got it.
All right, and here's the full clip. Actually, I used her in number. Let me see this 1, 2, 3. I think number 4. This is the same girl from number 4. So here we go.
Oh my God! I believe in equal rights. Oh my God! I believe that.
I don't believe in it.
Homophobia shouldn't be allowed. Oh my God! I believe that white men shouldn't dictate a fucking woman's place in the world. You fucking douchebags! You restored this pieces of shit.
She's kind of right, but
I guess. But
there's like a time.
There's
and a place.
ways though.
Yeah, I know.
And that's not it.
I know. She is right.
I got a tiebreaker. I don't know what to do. Oh, let me see if I can pull something out of my ass.
I kind of feel bad for people who care that much, where they're like so distraught about it publicly.
I don't got anything.
Those people need to go to a rock show.
They need to go to a
They
metal
just need
show.
to like enjoy their life.
Good answer, Jack. Good answer. Oh, I didn't even get to put the countdown in between, like everyone's decision.
No. You, sir, are
drum
no
roll.
Bob Barker.
No, I am no Bob Barker.
Yeah,
It was a
you're
good
more-
show.
You're more
Listen,
like,
I think
you're
it was a
more
good
like a
game.
Pat Sajak.
Yeah. Just, I'll just spin the wheel here and see what we got. All right. 13. Yeah. I do nothing. Like Pat Sajak does absolutely nothing. He doesn't fucking, like, what is it? Vanna White does pretty much 50% of the work, and the contestants do another 50% of the work. And he's just there.
And he's kind of a fuck too, because like sometimes he very like softly like mocks the contestants.
It's
Like-
great.
Like
I
he'll, like,
love it.
Say like some like sarcastic shit. He's like, oh, like wow, that's like good for you. Like talking about your family.
Steve Harvey's the best at that.
I love Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey.
Family
is pretty
Feud
great.
was so
I love
good with
Family
him.
Feud, yeah.
Is he still doing it?
Yeah, he's still doing
Is he?
it.
Yeah,
He's
he's the
I watch
best.
it.
He's the best.
Yeah, he's
at
good.
that.
I do like Drew Carey though. I mean, I'm a big fan of The Price.
I
is
met
Right.
him.
That's
I met
for-
him in California. Yeah, he was. We were. I was eating, and he just walked around California. It was the weirdest thing.
That's the one show I think would benefit if it changed the rating. Like, you know how you can't curse on that show, and you can't, like, that's the one show that if you could curse, that show would be show of the year by all standards.
Yeah,
Dude, it's so funny when
Fuck yeah.
when he mocks like people's answers.
Oh, it's so good.
Like the hint
now
to be like,
imagine
oh,
he was able to curse at him.
it's an element and it's
Fucking
wet,
idiot.
and someone would be like, "Oh, sand," and like he gets pissed.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, we got a fucking tiebreaker. Fucking, I was hoping Victor would get it right. And he went the
Sorry,
other
I
way.
failed you.
You work something
it's all
around?
I don't got fucking nothing else, dude. It took me over a month just to get some of these things, and then I spent 6 hours on this morning cutting and editing shit just to have this beautiful show that ended up in a tie.
Wait,
But
what
I guess
if-
you're
what
both
if-
winning.
You
what
could have just had
what
Jenna
if-
come down
what if-
screaming to the fucking mic.
What if we close our eyes and you guys, one of you guys screams and we have to guess who it is?
No, I don't think that's gonna work. We could try it. but
Well, you're
I'm pretty
here.
sure you're gonna know.
I'm
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, you kidding me, huh? No, I'm kidding. I'm not starting that shit again.
Yeah.
Flannel season's back, boys.
And
I don't know about
pumpkin
you
spice.
guys, but I'm a flannel mania.
Yeah.
Nope.
Flannel.
I'll fucking wear flannel. I'm wearing flannel until April 3rd or April 21st.
I got apple cider donuts upstairs already.
That's the season. You ever tried apple cider donuts?
Yeah, I'm not really a fan.
No?
No,
I'm like a pumpkin spice
I
fan.
don't really like apple cider.
No.
I don't like apple cider either. I just like apple
the
cider
donuts are fucking
yeah.
good, though.
It's just cinnamon.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the type of year. I don't know what. Like, I'm starting to become more
More basic.
flavorful. Yeah, I'm becoming a basic bitch.
You can make a liberal.
No, I wouldn't consider that. No,
Oh.
like I'll go apple picking because she wants to go apple picking, but I like pumpkin beer. What is it? No.
Yeah, pumpkin beer. Or
Yeah, but there's a good brand that Blue Point makes a fucking awesome pumpkin beer. It's not too thick and rich with pumpkin. It's just enough, but it still gives you your man card where you're actually drinking a beer. You know what I mean? Jack
No.
don't know anything about that. Jack drinks
If
Mio.
it ain't an
Make it
IPA,
mine,
I don't
make
drink
it
it.
Mio.
that sounds bad for you, isn't it?
I have no idea actually. But so Jack, are we ready here?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got anything exciting you want to do, Jack?
I want to do the nose.
That's that time.
Oh, yeah. Check that out.
And Jack's news starts now.
So actually, our first piece of news comes from a
China?
longtime fan, Nathan.
From who?
Yeah, he hit me up with this article.
Nathan
It's actually-
Palladino?
Palladino hit me up with this article because he likes to torment me. It's something coming out of California. Governor Gavin Newsom signed an executive order to ban gas-powered trucks in California by
Gas-powered
20
trucks?
Hey,
Good thing
what?
trucks run on diesel.
By when?
That's how much they know. By when?
By 2035.
Okay.
2035.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm making it that long. Nah, I might be. 2035.
That's
How
only
old would I be?
15 years. 50.
Yeah?
55.
Yeah.
45. Well,
I
you'll be
just know I'm
45.
saving up now because you ain't going to catch me in a fucking
You're only
Nissan
going to be
Leaf or
45.
That is.
I'm not going to make it that far.
I don't know. You never
It's
know.
2020. We're only 15 years away from 2035.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just reading your comment before. I was wondering where you went. You went to go change a diaper? That's
Yeah.
nice. Dude, you really look professional. Like I can't even make fun of you because you really look good.
Yeah, he looks studious.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
he
then
does.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
fucking
take your
change it
glasses.
up.
Start looking like a dickhead like you normally do. There you go. There you go. Put one of your little fucking
put
thing
on
you
a
got in
stupid hat.
Bahrain.
There you go.
Good. Good. You look like a pedophile now.
All right.
Perfect. Shirt up. Great.
All right. No, I'm kidding.
All right, what else you got in the news?
All right. So, yeah, he was.
Wait, hold on. What were you
quoted-
I was
say?
going to say there's a lot of labeling going on in this episode.
Well,
Liberals,
nah,
pedophiles.
Stop.
this,
Nobody was
that.
paying attention until you brought it up.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Oh, no, they
So-
hear it.
Gavin Newsom quoted saying,
Who?
Too many decades. Gavin Newsom, the governor.
Oh, okay.
He was commented saying, for too many decades, we have allowed cars to pollute the air of our children and the family and the families. The air that the families breathe. It's, you know what it is though. It's more of a push to.
I'm not gay no more.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I am delivered.
Has Anthony Weiner said anything about that?
Wiener.
No, because he ain't gonna get a Tesla. He's in politics or was in politics.
No, he's the CEO of a glass company now.
The glass company.
Yeah, we brought that up. All right, what
So,
else you got in the news? I don't give a fuck. That shit's listen. If you're gonna be pulling 72,000 pounds of fucking weight, yes, maybe an electric truck could do that in the future, but you're gonna need diesel. You're gonna need torque. That's the whole reason. behind a
Electric cars
truck.
have torque, though.
Yeah, but they're made more for proficient. I mean, if you're going from fucking Cali to New York with shipment, I don't think the guy wants to stop every fucking 5 minutes to charge up for 18 hours. He just wants to fill his tank 10 minutes and get the fuck back on the road.
Oh, man, you got to broaden your horizons.
No.
A little bit.
Everything
I'm gonna
would be to a
side with
fucking
Victor on this.
helicopter, you motherfucker. No, I'm kidding.
At the end of the day, I still want a Hummer, but the Tesla wouldn't be bad.
I'll take a Tesla any day.
Yeah, to fucking spin, but I mean, you're taking a guy's
Listen,
man
the
card
whole
away.
idea is
I
not-
drive diesel trucks. Yeah, well, I drive an electric
You,
truck,
you guys,
motherfucker.
you guys are thinking about it all wrong. The solution is not having to ship anything. The solution is being able to print it. That's the real solution. But let's go. Come on.
Jack, what else you got on the news here?
All right. So, also in Ohio, 35 out of the 40 missing kids were found, and 20% were human trafficked. The efforts to find the kids was put together by the marshals, the state and local police, and some of these kids were missing for years.
You can
Their
laugh.
ages-
I need you to laugh.
Why?
No, I was playing the liberal screams while you're giving that.
Oh.
And Vince thinks he can't laugh. Please laugh. I need people to laugh on the show. Okay,
So yeah,
I
their
gotta
ages
make some of
13
these
to
drops.
18.
That's funny though. No, because that is a serious thing. Like they're finding kids left and right now, and it's not hidden any. Like you don't see this on media unless you go out and find it. Which I'm thanking you for that.
Yeah,
There's big things going on in this world,
crazy.
man. Things that I don't even feel safe reporting on. Banks, they're finding money, investigations, and it's bad, man.
I don't know how to hog that people.
Like all the reasons that when you listen to people talk about the QAnons and they're like, oh, there's fucking conspiracy theorists, and it's like, dude, we all called Epstein killing himself. Like that's how obvious this shit is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a conspiracy. So anyway, up last we have Alyssa Milano in the news once again.
Who is Alyssa Milano? Because that sounds like a hot porn star, but I know it's not.
So
Her father
Alyssa
made the
Milano
cookies.
is an actress.
Milano cookies.
No way. You're making that up.
Yeah. Well, she was known in this witch show that I'm not remembering right now.
Vampire Diaries.
Charmed.
That shit went to shit.
No, don't do that to me. I'm trying to remember.
No, I
what
meant
hell
the show that
was.
she was on went to shit.
Oh, no. It was actually on for a really, really long time. Which is my mom still watches the
My mama said that that the army have all them pockets, but no way to put them hands.
Yeah.
That's true. You can't put your hands in your pockets in the military.
It was charmed.
It was charmed.
Charmed. That's what it is.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay.
Hey Vince, you looking for a fucking part-time job? You want to do the news?
Jeez, thanks. Yeah, because this is a job.
Hey, it's paying your stress.
I can't even get a Ruby Tubies. I keep saying Ruby Tubies.
Yeah, you have a good news voice though. Like you sound like one of we have Channel 1 here in New York. You sound like one of the Channel 1 reporters.
Yeah, he's definitely a good anchor. I don't think he has the opportunity to anchor though, because
they will
because
we distract him.
An anchor can within 15 minutes come up with 3 things. Jack has a whole week to come up with 3 things and he can't. But that's fine. I mean, hey, it's doing pretty good. I like it actually.
Oh yeah.
I just wish you know who the fuck Milano was. Alyssa?
No.
What was she saying anyway?
Alyssa Milano, she's an actress. She was known for. You remember the show Who's the Boss when you were little?
I don't follow. She's not known for anything in my head personally. Would some people know who she is? Yes.
Okay.
She
was also very vocal. She's attributed to starting up the Me Too movement. Huh?
She ever do a nude scene before?
She did a nude scene.
Then I might know who the fuck she is.
Okay. Yeah. She definitely did do a nude scene. It was like some vampire movie, or it might have been from Charmed. I don't remember. I just remember dirty and some napkins. So anyway, so she's also known for starting up the Me Too movement, and she was very vocal about her distaste for Trump. She's done a lot of like really good activist stuff, but it seems to me like every time she comes out to the public and says something, she just ends up sounding stupid, because now she's very, very much for defunding the police.
How dare you?
Yeah, she's one of those, which is, whatever. Everybody's got their own opinion.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
And I'm okay
especially
with
the people that live behind
against
a fucking wall that have probably security guards there, and their fence is 15 feet high where no one can get in. But go ahead.
Right. No, well, so she, after making herself very clear that she is all for defunding the police, decided to call 911 because she felt that she believed that there was a gunman on her property, right? And then all of a sudden she remembered what the cops were for and immediately called 911.
Yeah, they're the first ones to call 911. I guarantee you, if all these defund people, if you just put them to the side, line them up and say, hey, can I have your number and name, and search them in a data, I guarantee you they call the police about 7-8 times a year. I think I called the cops once in my whole life, and it was like a prank call when I was like 8. That's the only one I can remember. I think I used to call, hang up, and they would come to my house like, hey, ma'am, is everything all right? And my mom should go, well, tell your sons to get off the fucking phone. He keeps fucking calling. I got to fucking get out of my office to come back down there.
Your mom's like, no, I don't understand why.
Yeah,
meanwhile, in the
no
background,
idea,
you hear, there seems to be a receiver off the hook.
Yeah, exactly. You remember that? Could you do that, actually? There seems to be a
Please
receiver
hang
off
up.
the hook.
Sound like a fucking car alarm.
Yeah. That's good. Shit. I got to get that as a fucking thing whenever I zone out on your news. There seems to be a receiver off the hook. I'm kidding.
So the gunman that terrified her enough to go against her marriage with 911 was actually just a kid with
He has no idea. I was just playing them all. All right, go ahead. Continue.
All right. So
let's get into the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, straight to the end. The gunman actually turned out to be a little kid that was shooting squirrels with an air rifle.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the solo. I just want to hear it.
By the way,
6
Defund
inches.
the Police actress Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
From that call, that one call got 1 K9 unit, 7 vehicles, a police helicopter, and 1 Los Angeles Fire Department
For a BB gun.
to just sit on that block.
Fuck that.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
Too much money, God damn it.
Nah, it's great. I love it. This is better than
There
TV.
seems to be a receiver off the hook. You brought back memory. I'm sorry.
You know, like you playing those things like reminds me of this episode. Do you ever see the episode of Family Guy where Stewie and Brian get their own talk show?
I can't say I haven't, but I'm not. It's not drawing anything.
It's like I don't know why this is like it's like so funny, but like it is like he's playing like a bunch of like of those stupid effects, and then like he like hits a button, and like one of the effects is like. You ever see the movie Philadelphia?
No.
With Denzel Washington?
Maybe, yeah.
And Tom Hanks. And he's like a lawyer, and he gives an opening statement, and it's like this really serious opening statement, and he just plays it, and it plays like the statement.
Nah, I can't remember. Jack, you're good with fucking animation. You remember that?
No.
Jack's into hentai porn. And,
if it doesn't have subtitles, I don't.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to close it out. But Vince, right before we go, please go ahead and replug your stuff just for any listeners that want to write this down. So you do a YouTube channel, and you also have an Instagram. Do you have a personal Instagram for your YouTube channel, or just the Instagram with your band?
No, like my personal Instagram is like
well, we don't want to
like YouTube.
Yeah.
So that's where I have like all like the supplemental material.
Yeah, so go ahead and plug in your stuff.
Yeah, so my YouTube, you can search Vince Scotti, Scotti. And if that doesn't come up, then you could type in Vince Scotti Shadow Licks, and it'll probably come up. My Instagram handle is Vince Scotti Guitar, and my band's Instagram handle is, I think, America's underscore Deathbed with no apostrophe.
There you go.
Awesome.
Jack, what do you got?
For sure. I actually just want to thank Vince for coming down to the show.
Of course, Vince, we all thank you. This is actually a pretty good show, and I'm glad I got to play that game.
Yeah,
Victor, what do you got?
Thanks for coming. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Vince, any shout-outs?
No, I hate everyone.
All right, good. That's great.
My man.
I like this guy. Hey, sex, drugs, rock and roll, metal. I mean, no fucking more metal. Oh, we didn't even get to talk about your tattoos. Maybe next time.
All right, maybe.
But this has been
time.
UnFollowVic. Thank you, Vince, for being in the show. America's Deathbed. Go check them out. They're fucking awesome. I've been to a couple of their shows. It's been great. Episode 19. It's a wrap, boys. We're good. Check us out. Instagram, UnFollowVic. Facebook, UnFollowVic. Also on Spotify, Apple, Google, and iHeartRadio. Peace.
Later.